Cisco stock went up 17% after hours. Stock up 17%. Jobs down 4,000. Same company on the same day. This is not a layoff story. This is the playbook of 2026 in one memo. God dang. Antoine has been telling you guys about this for a long time. The data just proving me right. And Cisco's not alone. In the last 48 hours, Microsoft cut 6,000 jobs. Walmart cut 1,000 corporate jobs, and Cisco cut 4,000. That is 11,000 white collar jobs in 2 days. On the other side, Anduril, they raised $5 billion on yesterday. Cerebras, they went public this morning at $48 billion, 20 times oversubscribed. The Anthropic CFO, he just confirmed that 90% of their code, the code that they use to make Claude code and everything else, is written by AI. Now, meanwhile, President Trump, flew to China on yesterday with a whole gang of business leaders. He's meeting with President Xi. President Xi from China and President Trump shook hands in Beijing this morning, setting the rules for the next decade on AI. Y'all, the bifurcation, my favorite word of 2026, bifurcation. It is not theory, guys. At least not anymore. It has receipts. It has names. And today we map out exactly where you stand and what you need to do this week. Guys, this is the Daily Climb. I'm Antoine Wade. Let's look at the data. Let's break down what Cisco actually said, because this memo is the most important corporate document of 2026 so far. I may have a video on it, but let me see if I can find it first. Nope. No video on it just yet. Actually, I do. Let's go ahead and jump over there, listen to what is going on at Cisco to start our show off.
Joining us now is Amit Daryanani from Evercore ISI. So, Amit, talk about this acceleration on the AI line. I assume that's what the market is seizing on, even if it remains
Thank you, Cam. I appreciate
relatively
you,
modest percentage of the whole in terms of revenue.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the AI number, I think, 5 billion was the initial expectation. They took it up to 9. I'll tell you, most people are hoping and expecting the number would go up to 6.5. So 9 billion is a much, much better print than anyone expected. The other part I'll say is this growth they're seeing, while AI is exciting, is getting to be much more broad-based. So the total product growth, even ex-AI, was up nearly 20%, 19%. So you are seeing this diversity of growth, and potentially the thing to watch from the call is this a sign that enterprises are starting to upgrade their network to get more AI ready? If that's the case, this thing could have a lot more legs than it's had so far.
Did Cisco answer the questions and the concerns about memory pricing with the gross margin that it reported?
Listen, the one blemish on this is gross margins did not hang in the way they were supposed to, especially in the revenue upside. You think they would go up. So there is an element of memory impacting the gross margins. But Melissa, what I say is memory as an input cost for networking is under 5% of your bill of materials. So it's not nearly as big of a headache for them as it is for servers and PCs and other parts of the tech ecosystem.
You got it. They're doing pretty darn good, Cisco. They had a major transformation most recently, and his article came out about the 4,000 jobs. Cisco cut about 4,000 jobs in the AI-driven restructuring. The CEO is named Chuck Robbins. And here's what he wrote. He wrote, quote, "The companies that will win in the AI era will be those with focus, urgency, and the discipline to continuously shift investments toward the areas where demand and long-term value creation are the strongest." That's what he said. Now, read that quote one more time, or listen to it one more time in your head. Shift investment toward where demand is strongest. That is not a layoff statement. That is a reallocation statement. And the market absolutely loved it. The stock is up 17% after hours trading. And here are the numbers. Cisco Q3 revenue, $15.84 billion, up 12% year over year. AI infrastructure orders this fiscal year, $5.3 billion already in the door. They raised the forecast from $5 billion to $9 billion in one quarter. In the severance bill, all these layoffs are happening. They're going to have a severance bill, $1 billion pre-tax. 450 million of it lands this quarter. I want you guys to type 17 in the chat if you see what the market just rewarded. They rewarded a company that did a fantastic turnaround, been quiet under the radar for a good little bit. You started using, making the adjustments and laying off a whole bunch of people. And now their AI orders are going through the roof and they are letting more people go. And the CEO said, shift investment toward where the demand is the strongest. That's what he said. And that's what they're doing. Cisco is one of those companies that we need to keep an eye out on. They're doing pretty good right now. That's the severance bill, guys. Okay. Now, I want to talk to you guys about something else over here. We got another one that I want to share with you guys. Let's go to what else is happening. Now, let's stack the scoreboard. We got 48 hour of news that just dropped. Okay. Some of this that we did not cover on the last 24 hours. Wednesday, May the 13th, Microsoft announced 6,000 job cuts. Largest single layoff at Microsoft since 2023, and the focus was on management layers. 1,510 of those cuts are at the Redmond headquarters alone. Microsoft has just been doing it nonstop. People are on eggshells at Microsoft. And on the same day, Walmart cut 1,000 corporate jobs, technology and product roles in the Bentonville, Arkansas, and Northern California areas. The memo was signed by the chief technology officer and the executive VP of AI. These are not HR people. That is tech and AI leadership running cuts now. Add Cisco's 4,000 starting today. That is 11,000 white collar jobs in 2 days from 3 companies using the same exact playbook. Now, here's what that means for your positioning. When stock goes up, and it goes up 17% on a layoff announcement, the market is not punishing the cut. It's actually rewarding it. And every CFO in America saw that on yesterday. So this is not a recession that we're in. This is a reallocation. And money is moving away from headcount and toward AI infrastructure. And the market, the Wall Street market, is clapping for it. I want you guys to type layers in the chat if you see the playbook come into your team. Type layers in the chat if you just understand the data. Okay? Type it in the chat. All right. If everything that I just said made sense to you, if everything I just said gave you a little bit of anxiety, if everything I just said just made some sort of impact on you, and you are watching this and thinking my company could do this on Monday, I want you guys to stop right there. Get the 2026 Career Protection Playbook. It is free. It is $0. And it tells you your AI risk zone, the 5 skills that actually matter in 2026. And you get a 30-day quick start action plan and a weekend action plan with 5 specific moves that you can make starting this weekend. And when you grab the playbook, you also get the Daily Climb newsletter sent to you Monday through Friday at 11:30 a.m. Central. It will be in your inbox. And it covers everything that we cover on the show, delivered straight to you every single weekday. Go to nextgenheights.com. Link is in the description. The professionals who survive 2026 are not waiting for permission, because this is the kind of stuff that happens when you are waiting for permission. The professionals who survive 2026, they are building career insurance, and they are doing it right now. Type playbook in the chat and Cam will drop the link in the chat. Okay. God dang. How many got? 11,000 workers in the last 48 hours. Holy smokes. That's a lot. Now, let me show you the data behind why Cisco can cut 4,000 jobs and still raise AI orders forecast. Cutting 4,000 jobs, raise AI forecast, and they got to be doing something pretty darn right with AI. Now, I came across one article that you guys need to read this week, and it's from Business Insider, and it is titled, Anthropic CFO says AI now writes 90% of its code. That's the title of the article. Okay, let me see if I can get there real quick. Came across this one this morning, and this one is really about white collar jobs and the reason why Cisco thinks they can do this. The CFO of Anthropic, his name is Krishna Rao. Okay, Krishna Rao. And he said that basically 90+% of our code is actually written by Claude code. That's what he said. 90% of our code is written by Claude code. I want you guys to hear that one more time. 90%. This is the company that's building the AI, telling you AI writes 90% of their own code. And it's not just code. He said their finance reports are 90 to 95% ready before a human ever touches it. Reports that used to take hours now come down to 30 minutes. This is what the CFO says. 90 to 95% of their financial documents, meaning the stuff that they use to go to investors and before they go IP, all that sort of stuff. 90% of it is done by their own software. Here's a quote that frames the entire next decade. Of every white collar job in America, quote, everyone kind of becomes a manager. Listen to that again. Everyone kind of becomes a manager. That is not your job going away. That is your job changing from execution to oversight, from doing the work to managing the AI that does the work. I want you guys to type manager in the chat if your job is already getting redefined. Type it in the chat. Maybe you're already going through this experience already. Maybe you're on the agentic AI side and you have to manage agents. Maybe you're already managing agents. I know Melanie, who's watching this show right now, she's managing an agent right now. I know Cam, who's watching this show right now, he's managing Archibald. Now, here's what that means for your positioning. The Anthropic CFO also said talent density beats talent mass. So that is not a phrase about firing people. That is a phrase about who they hire next. They want the densest collection of the talent possible plugged into the best AI tools. So the question is simple. Are you dense talent or are you mass talent? That is the only career question that matters in 2026. I've been telling you, you better start getting into this AI. You better start touching it. It's moving faster than you can even imagine. You better start creating the content. You better start putting yourself out there. Stop asking for permission. Start repositioning yourself now. Let me show you where the money is going now, okay? Because while Cisco is cutting 4,000 jobs, the builder side of the economy is getting paid. Anduril, the defense tech company, they just closed a $5 billion Series H on yesterday. Valuation doubled from $30.5 billion to $61 billion in under a year. Revenue last year, $2.2 billion, doubled from the year before. Lead investors are the Thrive Capital and Anderson Horowitz. And here's a part that should hit every laid off person right now, every laid off engineer watching. Anduril is hiring right now. So is Shield AI. So is Rebellion Defense. So is Sarasonic. Defense AI engineers making over $160,000 a year to $265,000 a year. There's opportunities out there, guys. This isn't just doom and gloom. There's a huge amount of opportunities that's out there. Let me tell you about another one. This morning, Cerebras went public. Cerebras is a AI chip maker. $48.8 billion valuation, 20 times oversubscribed. Demand crushed supply by a factor of 20. And they have a $20 billion partnership with OpenAI locked in. So let me give you the receipts. $5 billion to Anduril, $48 billion to Cerebras in valuation, plus the Cisco AI orders we already talked about. That is $66 billion flowing to the builder side in 48 hours. The builder economy is not theory anymore, guys. It is the line item. It is the infrastructure. It is where the money is going.